Hello my friends, welcome to Swap and Glue. I have received an envelope from my friend and design team member, Cindy A. Lewis. So I did these collages, I don't know, a little while ago, and so I've got the backs to do, right? Because I'm doing those so that I can put them into a journal. So I guess we'll just start with this back. It doesn't really matter. Actually, let's start with this back. And let's take a look and see what Cindy sent to me. Now, she has already done the collage with the images that I sent her for March, and her video went up, so you'll have to check that out. It was her first swap and glue. We are exchanging for April as well, because she wanted to do it again, and I thought that was great. So let me read this little note. Jovi, I have never done a swap and glue. I may have missed the mark with the papers, but I'm sure you will come up with something gorgeous. Also, saw the earrings and had to give them to you. Love and hug, Cindy. Ah, let me see what's going on in here. They must be in here. Let's have a look. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. Here, let me open them up so you guys can see them. Cindy, that was so thoughtful of you. Let me see if I can find the opening. There we go. They are so cute. Look, you guys. Aren't they adorable? They have little flamingos on them. Thank you, Cindy. That is so thoughtful. All right, my friends. Now, we obviously, let me make sure there's nothing else in there. Oh, hold on a second. There is. I almost missed these, but the envelope did feel like it had something in it. So let's take a look at these real quick, too. Ah, oh my gosh, they're so cute. Look at these. They have turquoise and the flamingo is pink. I love them. They're so cute. I'm gonna have to make sure I wear these in a video so that you can see how they look on me. So we can certainly reuse this envelope in our collage today if we want to. Beautiful purple with stars. I love it. Oh, and it's double-sided, so we have choices. And these colors go really nicely together, so I'm going to keep those together. Oh, what do we have here? Oh, this is fun. So this kind of has some, oh, some steampunk. Oh, yeah, fun. Okay, and then we have some more purple. I'm going to put that in the purple pile. I'll put steampunk over here. This is super pretty with the castle. I like that. All right, what do we have? Here's some vintage. I can already tell it's vintage. Love it. Let's have a look. Oh, very cool. I love this. This has the whole castle thing going on, so I'm going to put that in the castle pile. And then this image is beautiful. And actually, I didn't look at the back. Let me take a look at that. Yeah, I'm going to use the other side if I go with the castle theme. And then we have this beautiful picture. And, oh, and the old Polaroids. How fun. She goes well with our pink and purple pile, though. So let me pop that over on this one. And then we've got some nice rocky areas. Let's see. Oh yeah, Roman City. I was there, and this is so true how they just layered temples on top of temples. It was wild to see it. Yeah, very cool. Okay, I like those. That's going to go in the castle pile. And then book page, can't go wrong with that. If you need a background, that's perfect. So that's going to go in the center. Oh, and this is a great background as well. Excellent, and it's got a castle on it, so very cool. Okay, gosh, I almost feel like I want to make two collages, but I am going to make one. Actually, I will do two today, but I'm going to do one from Cindy, and then I'll do one from Jen McDonald, who is also a design team member. Okay. So let's get our background on first, my friends. Let's start with, let's see. Let me see. Hold on a sec now. Let me get creative with this. I'm loving this for some background paper. Yes. Okay. So hang tight. I don't know if I showed these off in my haul. Well, I did show them off in my haul, but I don't know if my haul video's gone out yet. I don't think it has. But I picked these up at the thrift store, all 4 of them for $2.59. You can't beat that. So I thought I'd go ahead, and I haven't used them yet. I thought I'd go ahead and use them. We'll choose the Fiskars, which is very similar to this one, actually. Wow, it's almost identical. That's so funny. Look at that. It's almost identical. Anyway, we're gonna use that. We're gonna check that out. And let's go ahead and do some tearing. I definitely want this white edge off, which I could cut off. Maybe I should, just to keep it straight. So what I'm gonna do, actually, I wanna use this image here. And I'm just folding it so that I can cut this straight right here. Right now, I'm going to go ahead and do the same for the top and the bottom. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and I'll have to cut more of that off, but that's okay. Perfectly fine. We're going to go ahead and tear. Let's use the wide one. Like I said, I haven't done this before, so we're giving this a try. I usually just freehand tear. Oh my gosh, it works great. Look at this, look. Look, that's so awesome. Oh my gosh, I love it so much. Okay, and then we're gonna go ahead and tear this one as well. Oh, it tears more naturally. Flipped over? No, I had it right. Hold on, guys. Maybe it's just because this paper's a little thicker. So you gotta tug on it just a little bit more. Still love it though. Okay. Oh, my favorite new tool. Oh my gosh, this is great. Okay, so if this goes up there, and then we have our castle situation going on over here. And then, let's see. We're gonna do our accents. That's gonna be our top layer. Okay, hold on, guys. All right, let's go ahead and incorporate this over onto this side. That here, and then I need one more background piece. I'm real tempted to go with this one. I will, and that's going to go on the bottom. So that's the first one I'm going to put down, and so it's going to need to go right here. All right. Okay, so let me just mark this real quick so I make sure I put it back down in the right spot. Okay, that's pretty thin paper, so I feel safe using my glue stick on that, and it's not too big of a sheet, so I think I can get it on here without it drying, you know, out, because you know glue stick dries pretty quick. All right, I don't like to miss any. Alright, our first image is on. Second one, let's go ahead. Let me see. Yeah, the second one actually is going to be this one. And this might be a little bit big, but I'm going to go for it. I'm going to try, see if I can move quickly. Well, I didn't welcome you to Swap and Glue, I don't think. Maybe I did, but I'm going to go ahead and cover my bases and say, welcome to Swap and Glue, which is an open collaboration, and it is hosted by me, Creating with Jovi, and we're going to go ahead and swap through April, sort of taking it month by month. If people want to keep doing it, we're going to keep doing it. And then if people want to take a break, then we're going to take a break. And that's how I've decided that we're going to go ahead and do this. Because at some point in time, everybody's going to want a break, you know? But right now, we're all having a lot of fun. So we're definitely going into April. So if you would like to participate, you are welcome to do that. Simply find a swap partner, and you can do that either in my Facebook group. We're signing up under the event that I created, and you can read the comments and find somebody. Or if you have a friend that would also like to swap, you can just go ahead and swap with them. Or you could read the comments here, and if you want to swap with me, let me know. But if you want to swap with other people, check out the Facebook group for sure. It's a nice, easy way to find a partner and securely, you know, get their address and all that kind of stuff. This is a gorgeous background. This would be a beautiful masterboard. Let's be honest, it really would. And some of you actually that are participating in Swap and Glue, if you needed a masterboard, you could use your collages as masterboards, absolutely. I'm gonna turn mine into, you know, a journal like I mentioned, but you know, that could work. Okay, so I love this as is, but of course we are going to be adding to it. So let's get specific here. Let's see what we have. So now I want to go in with all these gorgeous purples. She is going to be the focal point on one of the pages. Remember, this will end up getting cut in half. So let's go ahead and cut her out of here. Let me check the back. Yep, that's right. That's got the cameras on it. I love that. I'm gonna cut across here, and then I'm going to do a fussy cut, but not too fussy. You know, kind of like a quick fussy cut. Now let's see, what side do we want her on and where do we want her? So she's got an umbrella. And I want to make sure I put this on the page in such a way that it continues to look like an umbrella. And I think that does. We could even scoot her over a little bit, and I think I want to. I want to scoot her over so she's not taking up all of this image. Okay, I like her about here. So let me go ahead and mark this. Whoops. Best I can here. And oh my gosh, my pencil was caught up in my scissors. That's so funny. All right, my friends, let's go ahead and get this image glued on. All right, so we're putting her right up here in the corner. I like the color over I like the bright colors over the muted colors. I think that looks good. Okay, now we gotta put a little something down here, and I'm thinking we're gonna go ahead and go with this. I think that'll look pretty cool. And if I measure, I can see we've got to start right around here. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna find that mark, which I think is right here, and I'm gonna go ahead, just sort of do a interesting loose cut here. And I definitely want this gorgeous flower in our collage. Now, I don't want this hard edge, so I've got to go in like this all the way down and just make sure that it's not, you know, straight, because it just won't look good. Okay, so if we put this here, oh, I like it, guys. What do you think? I think that's fantastic. Let's go ahead and glue that down. All right, love that. Looking good so far. Okay, now let's see what else we have. We've got this, which I could repurpose somewhere else, or I could repurpose it right here. And I think I want to repurpose, and I'm talking about this as I'm staring at this tape. And I'm thinking I might end up using that little piece of tape, but I'm gonna put it over here on my camera stand until I decide. All right, my friends, let's go ahead and use, we have a nice thing going on here. Ooh, hold on a sec. Before we move on, let's cut out this really pretty flower here. I really like that, and I'm wondering if I want to put it here, and I do. See how that's just kind of, it's a little too straight. It's all like almost the same color, and I just want to break that up a little bit. Perfect. I like that. Okay, that really works for me. Okay, that's totally fun. All right, so we've got this. Oh, and we've got these. Let's pull some of these stars into the picture. Let me find my ruler here. Let's see if we're going to go stars. Let's go ahead and do this. Okay. And let's take this end off too, but let's do it at an angle. Okay. And then before we glue that down, let's grab a purple marker. So for swap and glue, you can't add your own images. You have to use what was sent. However, you can use inks or markers like this to enhance if you'd like to. And I don't usually go into my collage too much and do that, but for something like this where there's this white edge, I do. But yeah, you can use inks if you wanted to. Add a little something to your collage if you wanted. All right, this is pretty thick paper, so I'm going to go ahead and use glue on this one. I think this glue bottle's just about out. And here we go. Perfect fit. Love it. Oh yeah, I really like that. Super happy with it. And then I'm thinking, let's look at our images one more time. Done a good job using most of these images up. This is great. Okay, so what I've got left that's what I would consider to be truly usable is this, which is really cool, and we definitely might play with that actually, and this, but we already have flowers here. So you know what, let's go ahead. I thought I was going to use this, but let's use these. And I think what I'll do is I'm going to go ahead and cut these out. All right, we have got these cut out, so I'm going to decide where I want them. This one I feel like I might want right here, and this one don't really want to cover that. Oh, this looks good. This looks good right here, actually. I like that. Okay, so let's glue these down. All right, that looks great. Love it. And let's glue this down. All right, my friends, there is the collage, and I love it. Let me get it a little closer to you so you can see the whole thing. Really love how this came together. Great images, wonderful images. And I know, Cindy, you weren't sure if you sent me enough or whatever, but these were fantastic, and I absolutely love how this came together. So thank you for participating with me. And friends, now let's go ahead and do the one that I received from our friend Jen at Sassy Southern North Carolina Girl. We're going to go ahead and use the back of this one. Look at the dog carrying the donut. I love that. That was fun. But here we go. We're going to start with this nice clean slate here. And let's have a look at what Jen sent to me. So already I see some people, and that's always fun. Let's see what we have here. Jen sent me enough to do about 5 collages. The stack of stuff she sent was amazing. So we have this very cool fire hydrant that's wearing some jewelry. That's totally fun. And then we have, oh, a chicken sandwich. No, it looks like a fish fillet with wearing some jewelry. So that's very fun and creative. And here we've got some shoes. Oh, and this fabulous girl. She's blurry, but she's fun. And then we've got a plant, and that's a painting, and that's pretty cool. And then we have this girl who's totally sassy with these wild green boots. Love it. This giant ring, which is great. And then some other images. They're a little bit smaller, but they're totally fun. Oh my gosh, she sent me a whole magazine. Oh, this is great. What do we got here? We got Dolly Parton Stampede. Okay, so this is fun. This hat, oh, we've got some horses. And oh, and it opens up all the way. And there's Dolly. I love Dolly Parton. She's great. And the beautiful butterflies. Oh my gosh, look at this, you guys. So much to work with. All right, keeping that handy. Oh, and this horse is wearing butterflies. So that's totally fun and creative. All right, and then we have, oh, this has got a real pretty piece here. And also on the back, very pretty, very nice. What magazine is this? That's nice. This says Paper Crafts Magazine. I never even knew that existed. You guys with your magazines, I don't even know about these things. Oh, and then here's her sticker. So cute. I love this. That's so cute. All right, and then we got some girls doing some singing or karaoke, so that's totally fun. And we have some Gucci. And I wonder if it still smells good. Let's find out. Oh, it does smell good. Very nice. Okay, and that's super pretty, actually. I like that even better than I like that. So, super cute. Okay, and then we've got some genuine Nashville stuff here, so that's fun. And check out this Loch Ness Monster. We have a Busch Gardens where I live, but I don't think we have this right at our Busch Gardens. So this is from Virginia Beach. That is totally fun. I do like the image of that monster. Let's set that over here. Oh, so cute. Look at those birds. Oh my goodness. So cute. And a stack of books. I like a stack of books. I think that's fun. Just add water. I love the beach, so that's always fun. And, oh, this is fun too. Army Aviation. Nice. Okay. That's right, because her hubby is in the military. So we've got some military things here. Very nice. Oh my gosh, look at the flamingo card. That is so cute. Oh my goodness. I love it. So cute. Oh my gosh, and there's more. They're adorable. Aww. So cute. Jen, you sent me so much to work with. I'm absolutely amazed. This is all such good stuff. I love it. Very inspirational. Oh my gosh, look at the size of this shoe. Oh, I think it's a perfume bottle. But wow, it's in the shape of a shoe. That is some wild stuff right there. Oh yeah, Mother's Day's coming up, isn't it? Okay, a masquerade mask. That'd be fun to cut the eyes out and use that. So I might do that. Got a sassy model right here. There's something about her expression that just makes me laugh, so I'm putting her over there. Bon appetit. A nice cup of coffee. I like a big cup like that. That could come in handy. For the gold. Okay, excellent. Cute little avocado and a basketball. Fun images right here. Oh, and look at these. Very cool. And it says find the differences in the two pictures. That's always a fun game to do. And then we have this girl smiling. Okay. And then we've got, oh, these are cute. Aw, so cute. Okay, fun stuff. All right, let's see. What are we gonna do here? So many choices, so let me see. All right, let me start by cutting out this dragon. All right, my friends, I think the first thing we're gonna do is start by laying down a background. So I've got this piece here, and I'm gonna go ahead and get started with that. All right, my friends, now I've got this funky lady here, and I think she's pretty fun. It does look like I'm gonna have to cut off the boots though. All right, and I'm gonna put her right about here. All right, my friends, I think I want to come in with the fire hydrant, and I want to put that in the center. No particular reason. Just because I thought it would be different and fun. I think I just used the rest of this glue stick. Hopefully I got enough on there. Oops. All right, my friends, now I think I'm going to go ahead and add the horse. And okay, I just opened this new glue stick and it's like really gooey. Oh my gosh, I don't even know if I'm going to be able to use this, but let's see. I'm not going to give up yet. If I use maybe the top layers, it might get better. We'll see. I mean, it's definitely going to stick. I'm not worried about that. It's super stick. Okay, let's give it a go. Let's see if we can get this on here. Okay. Well, it did go on, so I think the glue stick will work. It's just a little tougher to get onto the page. Okay, so far so good. I would like a little something down here by the horse's feet, only because his feet aren't perfect. Let me see if I have any more butterflies left. All right, my friends, we have one remaining piece to put on. And it is the dragon, or the Loch Ness Monster. All right, friends, here is my completed collage, and I absolutely love it. Let me get up close for you. So here we have our horse, and he's wearing his butterfly wings, and he just looks so awesome. And then we've got our big fire hydrant, which I think is good, because then next to it we have this dragon, and it's a human dragon. It's a lady dragon. But if there was fire somewhere, I would put fire coming out of her mouth. She's wearing a dress, which is fantastic. Let me actually, guys, even though I think this is done, let me look for some fire. Oh my gosh, friends, this is the note from Jen. I didn't even see it. It blended in so good. It says, Jovi, I hope you enjoyed creating with what I sent you. Thanks for swapping with me. XOXO, Jen. Well, thank you, Jen. I didn't even see your note. That's so funny. Yes, I love all these images. They're total fun. So let me just get a little piece of this fire here and see if we can make it work. Let me see. Yeah. I don't think I'm going to be able to make it work right just because of the shape of it. Let me try one more time with this one. If I give it sort of a round bottom and then go up like this. Try one more time. Let's see if that would work. Not really. I mean, it's funny, but I don't think it really works. Which is too bad because it is pretty funny. So, my friends, yes, it is done. It's official. Anyway, I love it. Thank you, Jen, for these wonderful and fun images. Really enjoyed this. All right, my friends, that is it for this episode of Swap and Glue. I appreciate you spending some time with me. Thanks for watching. See you soon.